Hello everybody, Basilisk Fang here, and welcome back to NieR Replicant. Last time we got Ending D. Ending D was a bit of a bittersweet ending because we sacrificed ourselves, or more appropriately the main character sacrificed themselves in order to save Kaine so she could be a normal human being again, and in the process they were forgotten. It was as if they never existed. Kaine forgot about them, Yona forgot about them, the whole rest of the world forgot about them. They forgot about them so hard that we actually had our save files deleted. However, this game is not over. There is still an ending E that we do not need our save files to get. In fact, if I go here to continue, you can see there are no saves. We need to start ourselves a new game. Now, on the one hand, we've already seen the beginning of the game, right? It's younger Yona, younger main character. It's going to be pretty much the same, at least for a while. So I feel like there's large parts of this game that I'm not going to have to show you. I can just skip over it because we've already seen it. However, I feel like I'm going to go back and have a lot of commentary about the first half of the game. It's been a long time since I've played the first half of the game. It's been almost a year. It's been more than a year since we started playing NieR Replicant, and it's been almost a year, I feel like, since we switched to the second half. It's been like 3/4 of a year that we've been playing the second half of the game. The second half of the game has a lot more to it, so that kind of makes sense. So not only am I going to have a lot of commentary because I've forgotten segments of the beginning of the game, but knowing what we know now about the end of the game, it'll be interesting to see how things transpire at the beginning. In other words, I would like to be able to just do Ending E in a single video, but it's probably not going to happen. We're gonna do a few episodes here of going through the beginning of the game again until we get to Ending E. Let's see, we need to enter our name. I feel like it won't let me enter Basilisk again. Let me try it. For some reason, that name cannot be used. Interesting. Okay. That kind of makes sense if you think about it. If you think about some of the stuff that we read about in the Gestalt documents and some of the things that Devla and Popola said, that kind of makes sense. Not a ton of sense. It's mostly for our benefit. It's not so much like that it makes sense within the game world. I'm not going to get into much more detail than that, but if you know why I can't use the same name again, it's kind of interesting. All right, in that case, we're going to go super basic with it. We're just going to call the main character NieR. All right, set your name as NieR. Yes, please. Ah, that music. I forgot the music hits you hard right here at the beginning. They're straight into it. I gotta say, I was confused by the beginning of this game. It all makes sense now. But like NieR Automata throws you straight into like the world of the game. Like obviously the whole point of NieR Automata is that you discover that not everything is as it seems. But this, they throw you into like modern day post-apocalyptic world, which I guess if it's post-apocalyptic, it's not exactly modern day, but that's beside the point. They throw you into this sort of modern world and then immediately you're not in it anymore. And it's very confusing because you're like, what was all that stuff I saw at the beginning? And then you have to wait all the way until the end of the game to basically understand what the beginning of the game means. Interesting. So we know that's not Grimoire Weiss speaking. We know what Weiss sounds like. Yeah, see, that's not Weiss.
Goddamn book. Get away, you freaks!
All right, let's see if my fighting techniques have improved at all. They actually do seem to have improved, but that's because I don't need the tutorial. Like, I didn't know how to dodge at this point before. Now I know how to dodge. Oh, Yona.
Are they gone?
For now.
Hey, you okay?
I think so. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise.
They talk about later in the game how like the black disease or whatever they called it wiped out the humans.
Are they gonna come back for me?
But how does it spread? Because Yona presumably has it. It's like the Black Scrawl, right? Presumably Yona has it. But the brother's not concerned about getting it at all. And maybe that's just because he's more concerned about her than he is for himself. But maybe it's not traditionally contagious. Maybe it only infects certain people.
And Yona.
Maybe this is something we've gotten the answer to and I just don't remember.
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Got it?
Got it.
Ow. Rude. So one thing I'm a little confused about.
More.
Is there more than 2 books? I think I've brought it up before. So this book that the brother's about to use is clearly not Grimoire Vice. It's actually presumably Grimoire Noir. But Yona also has a book next to her, which doesn't look like it's Grimoire Vice. So are there 3 books? Is there Vice Noir and a 3rd one? Are there more than 1 copy of Noir and that's what we're seeing? I probably should have done my research on that. I am leveling up quite rapidly. I don't know why they bothered. It's actually a little bit of a difficult boss fight for the beginning of the game. Like, I'm handling it okay, but you don't do a ton of damage to it. You have to really be good at dodging. I mean, I guess it's a true test to see if you've learned your stuff. Holy crap, I'm level 30 already. Nice. I don't get to keep these levels, right? I'm going to revert back to level 1 when we go back to the future.
Hey, by the way, look at this. I found it while you were gone.
Wow. Is that a cookie?
Here. We can split it.
No, you take it.
No, you need to eat too.
Fine. I'll take the small half.
No. Come on. You need to keep up your straight.
Never did get to enjoy that cookie.
Yona? Why did you?
You've always...
See, that's not Grimoire Vice either. It's just Grimoire Noir.
So I just...
Is there actually only 1 copy of the book and it's just inconsistent as to its location? Because it seems like she had a copy of the book and then the brother character also had a copy of the book that he was using to fight the Shades.
We need help.
So is there just more than 1 copy, or is it the same copy and the game's just kind of like, oh, it's over here, and now it's over here? Oh, there's no help coming, I'm sorry. 1412 years later. It's the future, but it feels like the past.
Can I come with you today?
No, you're sick, stay here.
Yona?
Yona, you are supposed to be in bed. Well, I don't know, maybe she should be out and about. Even from here I can tell she's significantly paler than the children in the background. She at least needs some sun.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
Yona, you're supposed to be in bed. See, now your ribbon's all undone.
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd see if the library had any books about how to cure my sickness.
Don't you think we would have already checked?
Yona, look, don't worry. You're gonna be fine. You just need to eat and rest. If you take good care of yourself, you'll get better.
You really think so?
I know so.
You know nothing.
Welcome home. How'd it go today? Anything exciting happen? 'Cause I just stayed here all day like you told me to. I tried reading books, but I finished all of them. So if you have any fun stories, you should tell me.
Well, Popola told me about a legendary flower called a lunar tear. Have you heard of it?
That's a silly name.
I guess. But people say finding one will make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. If I ever found one, I'd buy you so many cookies your stomach would hurt.
Could a lunar tear make me better?
Sure. With that kind of money, we could buy the best medicine around. The kind that'll cure anything.
In my experience from playing this game, the lunar tear only brings more tears.
Okay, that's all of them.
Wow, you actually get blood all over your face. I don't remember the adult brother getting so much blood all over him. Definitely he would leave behind bloody footprints and stuff, but I don't think he would get shade blood splattered all over his face. Is that because the younger version of the brother is so short that the blood just gets in his face easier, or does it have something to do with skill? Remember when I used to be able to enter the lost shrine through the front door? Those were good times.
Yona!
Yona, that's not your bed.
For the love of all that is holy, would you please stop pounding me?
Hey, I guess I should have bought you dinner first.
Did you just suck the blood out of those things?
Bloody sounds are words, and words are power.
You okay there, Vice?
Okay.
Is this? I remember.
You alright, Vice? Hang in there.
It would seem I can regain my powers by defeating these monsters.
It seems like you have a history of bloodshed if I'm interpreting that weird
Magic?
staticky thing you said.
Indeed, this is the true power of Grimoire Vice.
Hold on, Yona. I'm coming.
Hi, Hansel. Hi, Gretel. How are you guys doing? Guys and gals? Hansel and Gretel in the fairy tale are a boy and a girl, but you know, I don't know why I bother trying to gender the shades. Half of them probably don't have gender. Jeez, I'm so used to having like overpowered weapons and a really high level. I forgot how difficult these early boss battles could be.
Talking book and moving statues? Really?
It is all too real, lad. Keep your sword high.
Still not exactly sure why the shades bleed. I understand they're supposed to be, like, humans in a different form, but, like, that form doesn't necessarily have to be flesh and blood. I'm not entirely sure how that first giant lance, I guess you would say, killed Hansel, but Gretel gets to stay alive? Don't fully understand how that works out.
Yona!
Or do I have it reversed? Is Hansel the one that survives? No, Gretel's the one that survives. Hansel's dead.
I tried. I really did. But I couldn't find a lunar tear. And I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make you rich and get rid of this disease. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about... Yona? What's going on?
The Black Scroll.
She has the Black Scroll.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
The weird coughing started about a month or so ago.
The disease curses the afflicted with strange runic symbols that gradually spread over the entire body. And I fear it is fatal.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Yona.
Come, it's best to let her sleep.
Were all these flowers in her room before? Or are these like get well flowers from Devla and Popola?
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scroll and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's alright. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little... strange.
In what way?
Well, here. Take a look.
No, I don't want to go inside there. I didn't mean to go in the diary. I just thought it was weird that it was here because I had to get ending A before the diary was even like available. So I think it's interesting that the diary's here basically right from the get-go. All right, well, that's going to be it for this episode. I didn't get as far as I thought I was going to, but the game does, I don't want to say it drags, but there's a lot of little chores you have to do even as part of the main quest. And also I had little bits of commentary and I talked a lot at the beginning, so I'm going to have to leave it here, but I plan on making even more progress next time. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I certainly appreciate it. We definitely know some things have changed because the diary should not be there yet. The diary was an ending, essentially an ending B thing. Like, we had to finish ending A before the diary would show up. So apparently we already have the diary here, which means the game at least does remember that I have beaten it before, which is interesting. So anyway, we'll get back into this next week. Thank you so much for watching. I certainly appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!